coming down that street.
Let me tell you about this youngin' coming from the south side. He was broken, he was homeless, might catch him sleeping outside. But in the hood, he was known to be the one.
That was the start of Mr. Reed, Brent B Productions. You know, in my story, you know what I'm saying? That was the start of it. And then, of course, eventually, Johnny, Chuck, Blaze, you know what I'm saying, whatever you might know him by, ended up having him and Mache got the house, the White House. Is what we called it, the White House. And
yeah, I remember Kasha used to take us out to the field, you know what I'm saying? Like Kasha, who, rest in peace, Kasha, rest in peace, Kasha. She taught us a lot as far as like challenging each other. Like, I remember she used to make us fight, like run, like we used to have to challenge each other. So like, she brought that, you know, out of you. She was a big cousin. You gotta think, you know, Kasha is a female that looked like Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? She tall. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she reminded me of, like Snoop Dogg. Cause I always just like look up. But so you know, Rio was I think he got locked up in juvie at the time when I'm figuring out, okay, Machete, I'm doing their thing, Hershey doing his thing, and me and Chuck started doing our thing. And like I said, you know, we mind you, this I'm like 13-ish, 14-ish, we doing our thing. I know Rio come home from juvie, and by this time we had the studio. So I remember he was like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be garbage. I remember being like, man, it's gonna be garbage, bro. Like we, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, I'm with it. The end of the day, he was like, I'm with it. Come on, let's go. So boom. Now mind you, I'm literally recording out of my mama's house. So as you go into my room, it just turned into a whole studio. You know what I'm saying? That was 13. Also at 13, I went to the Junior Olympics in 2003. I'll go to the Junior Olympics for the high jump. What else happened? 2002, we had just won. I was a ninth grader, but we had won state, and I stayed. Like, you know, at the end of football season, when you get into the playoffs, going into the playoffs, some teams let their ninth graders come up, and it was 11 of us that came up with that 2002 undefeated football team, and so I was a part of it. And then 2004, so that's what, 13, 14. Well, yeah, high school was great. High school was cool. High school was amazing. So in high school, let's get to my senior year. Junior year, we won state in football again. So let's go into my senior year, and things changed. Alright, so my senior year, we go 9-3 in football. I get kicked off the wrestling team in like the first few weeks. And then at track and field, a legendary coach, my coach at the time, passes away. So that's what happened my senior year. My living conditions, I'm staying, well, after football season, like, was officially over. Once I got kicked off the wrestling team, and for some shit I didn't even fucking do. I just took responsibility of some other motherfuckers. You feel me? And yeah, I got fucked over. Anywho, so got kicked off the wrestling team. Boom. So now I'm 17. I'm 17. I'm just like I feel like my college career over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm about to do. Like, I done built up all this shit. You feel me? And then like to watch it all fucking just drain. And then like Coach Winborn was actually helping me as far as getting my ass off the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, for wrestling. So I was able to run for track and field, you feel me? I had got a band put on me for the NCAA. They put a band on me for 2 years. So regardless if I went to school, you know what I'm saying, the band ended up getting lifted. It ended up getting lifted. But by that time, it was like, shit, fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Well, by that time, the twins. You feel me? So it was like, shit, man, I got 2 kids. I gotta get some money. You feel me? So, they go to school for sports anyway. So we're staying. I've been in high school. I've been my senior year, and we're staying at this place called the White House. And it was a wild ass house. Not that it was a wild ass house. It was the party house, I guess that's what you can call it. But at the same time, I'm actually in the studio working heavily. It's me, Mr. Reed, Blaze, and Mache that's actually staying at the house. And I mean, shit, everybody in that moment used to come through. You know, they either smoking or whatever. It was an experience. You had to be there to experience, man. That shit was.
Brent B was holding it down, you know what I mean? He was pretty much a producer, an engineer, everything. J.O. was a producer. Clutch was a producer. Clutch wasn't where he is now, like, as far as I know, beat. Shout out to Clutch, Mr. Clutch on the beat. Yeah, all those guys, though, we was real close growing up. And I can't say the White House is where we took it to a whole nother level. And the White House just solidified everything. Now, from there, you know, mind you, I hadn't already gotten in trouble way back, but I was still dibbling and dabbling in the streets there. And working at McDonald's, couldn't get a job because of my record. So I worked at McDonald's, you know, you gotta get that bread. I worked at McDonald's and I trapped out of McDonald's, you feel me? And Herschel Gutter ended up enlisting into the military and got transferred to Killeen, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Home of one of the biggest army base, if not the biggest army base in the United States, Fort Hood. And we went out there. Well, Gutter went. Shout out to my little homie Daz, man. Daz, he went first. Him and his brother Lo. What up, Lo? And
then, you know, got to Texas, man. And that's when, you know.
My Lord, why you have to make life feel so hard? Oh God, some fraud, they change parts. I don't wanna be near, I will stay far from y'all.